Good afternoon, everyone. This is a beautiful day today to talk about these veterans. I want to start off by saying that I spent 20 years in the Air Force and very fortunate the places I went. My first big assignment was Hawaii for 3 years. They said that was rough. Sure it was. What was rough is when we went to Tripler Hospital. And see the horrors of Vietnam. The youngsters that missing limbs and things like that. Get you right in the heart. I'm sorry. I had to take my wife down there for a broken arm. And she felt bad. She was complaining. When she saw all these young people, they sacrificed a lot. And my family and my wife's family was in the military quite a bit. My father was in the 7th Army Air Corps during the war. He was in the South Pacific. He never talked much about it. And my wife's uncle she never met. He was in Pearl Harbor when the war started. And he was missing in action at Omaha Beach. She had another uncle that was in the U.S. Navy. He was a gunner's mate, and he spent his time in Pearl Harbor and Guadalcanal. Another uncle, DJ Bell, don't know too much about him. I just know he was in the military. But her father's side of the family, there was a newspaper article back in the 50s, I guess it was. 5 brothers, all serving at the same time. One of them was James Hsu. He was in the Philippines when the war started and saw Pacific action. He was in World War II. William Arthur in the infantry in Australia and New Guinea, and discharged after the war due to injuries. Her dad, Raymond Browning Hsu, was in the Army in the South Pacific in World War II and in Korea also. Her uncle, Gene Hsu, Navy, he was on the mine sweeper in the Pacific during World War II, and he progressed from there to being a cook for an admiral, which is good. Roy Milton Hsu, Navy, pharmacist mate, he was in World War II. Clyde Herbert Hsu in the Army, he spent a lot of time in Vietnam. Seth Reese Hsu enlisted for only 4 years in the tank battalion. And her last uncle had just passed away, Franklin Delano Hsu. He was an Army medic and he spent a lot of time in Vietnam too. So this family has a lot of history of military, and I hope it continues that way because we need more people in the military to help support this country. Because being out of the military for 20-some years, I can see how it's really changed a lot. The military itself, and it's not for the good. And we need to get back to the old standards of country first. And hopefully it will one of these days. And God bless every one of you for being here. Thank you.